This video was sponsored by the World Caregiver Network. For more information, visit www.worldcaregivernetwork.com.
Hello everyone, this is Charles F. Gray, aka Atari Charles, and this video is about Dungeons and Dragons memes. Now, all of these memes I've created, aside from the first one, which I don't know if the person wants to be named, but it was created by an anonymous source, and it's pretty funny. So I'm going to explain these memes, and maybe you'll get some good laughs out of it and kind of understand where they're coming from. So anyways, this first one, which is really hilarious, is basically a wide variety of people who are also YouTubers. And the reason why I think this is pretty hilarious is I'm in there right in the center, true neutral, which I think I am actually. But we have Joe Buddy as lawful good, Like in Theory, aka Jamie the Purple Pill as neutral good. We have Cicely 810 as chaotic good. We have the Bearded Nemophilist as lawful neutral, myself again as true neutral, the Mad Shangy as chaotic neutral. We have JB Gunner as lawful evil. We have, I believe it's supposed to be Trim Hits as neutral evil. And of course, Coach Eli as chaotic evil. And these are pretty funny, right? If you watch any of their channels, you can kind of see where the alignments would, or the Dungeons and Dragons alignments would kind of really fit in. And I really, to be honest with you, I really believe that the Dungeons and Dragons alignments are very applicable to real life. It's a very simplistic way of looking at things, and it's not the only way of looking at things, but honestly, the alignment system of Dungeons and Dragons, and I will actually include a link below on the most awesome site. I think it's called Easy Damas, and it is the most awesome site in regards to alignment. And yeah, it's just absolutely awesome. And the person who created this, and I know who did an awesome job and is pretty much spot on, to be honest with you. Now, of course, I don't consider Coach Eli chaotic evil, but some may. Some people may very well. It's just kind of funny, right? So anyways, we are going to get to, and this meme was not created by me, but by myself, but the other memes coming up were indeed created by me. Obviously, the images aren't, but the text is. So anyways, in Campaign 2, we have basically Roth is our DM. And I always joke that he's working with the, I can't even pronounce her name, the Githantarkai or whatever they are. They're a creature on the cover of the Fiend Folio. But anyways, I joke that Roth is working with them, and working with the Mind Flayers, I should say. And basically, these creatures are very upset at Roth. The Githantarkai or whatever are very upset with Roth that he's working with the Mind Flayers, because of course the Mind Flayers, enslaved these creatures. So they're looking for revenge, right? So it's pretty funny, actually. I kind of get a good laugh out of it. And this first meme, I kind of accidentally put Mind and Flayers together as one word, but I split it up in the next meme, as you're seeing right here. Now, the funny thing is, or the interesting thing is, basically, there's a Facebook group out there that I created. It's called Edmonton Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers. And we have a wide variety of campaigns within this group. And there's another Dungeons and Dragons group locally, but I feel this one that I just mentioned, the group that I created, is kind of more concise in regards to like setting up campaigns for people to start up or join, right? And so far we have like 6 campaigns and a 7th campaign almost on the go. 6 campaigns are going strong, and then we have a 7th campaign. So it's pretty awesome in that. And I will also include the link to the Edmonton Dungeons and Dragons adventures in case you kind of live in the area and you want to join. So here we go. Next meme. So China chooses to destroy books about me. Time for a vacation there. Anyways, this is a Far Realm god, for lack of a better term, but old one. I guess they existed before the gods existed. They are from the far. This creature is from the far realm, which existed far before our reality existed. It's outside of reality. Anyways, I guess someone created some type of role-playing book, focused on this entity as well as this kind of world. And not too familiar with that particular game structure. But anyways, China censored it. So the books were made and China actually burnt them. They literally destroyed, I don't know if they actually burnt them, but they destroyed all of the books. Can you believe that? Because basically this is a type of god, and China, how they feel about about gods, well, you know how that goes. So this was destroyed. So anyways, this is Chutlu again, a great old one, kind of a god of the far realm, I guess you could say. And I have the caption, "So you wish to play D&D at Chris's place, then listen to me play piano and weep in madness." So what ended up happening is we played Dungeons and Dragons at Chris's place, and we usually would for campaign 1. And what ended up happening is basically, I don't think his wife liked it too much, so when she got home, she played piano. And keep in mind, the piano's in the same room. She played piano. It's a grand piano. It was loud. It was distracting. She kept playing it. And then one of the players just said, "You know what, Chris, I can't take this anymore. I got to go." And he left. And then as we kind of just couldn't put up with it anymore and packed up, the second we said, "Okay, the game's over. Chris is shutting his books," she fucking gets up from the piano. His wife, she closes her music book, closes the thing over the keyboards of the piano. So she kind of so it was really torturous to listen Beauty and the Beast over and over again. Okay. Anyways, "I see you, puny thief." This is a hobgoblin. And this meme stems from when we had Craig in our campaign. This is campaign 1. And Craig was a thief character, a rogue. And anyways, it was funny because basically there was a ogre magi, and the rogue had a ring of invisibility or something, but somehow the ogre magi could see him. So this is kind of a play on that, basically, in regards to the DM. And Chris is actually the main DM of campaign 1, and it's funny, basically. It seemed to be where Chris didn't like the fact that Craig's character couldn't hide. Or could hide all the time, I should say. So he just said, "Oh, the ogre magi sees you." So this is just a play on this. Kind of an inside joke, actually. So anyways, the next meme, Dungeons and Dragons meme. "Monk, I will eat your hide for breakfast. I also enjoy druids." This is a parody of, again, it's hobgoblins, but it's to do with basically the hobgoblin captain or captains. And the monk really just kicks the hell out of hobgoblins, and the monk in our party. And but it's kind of we also have a druid in the party as well. And this is kind of kind of an aside, so to speak, in regards to the hobgoblin enjoys druids. But of course, he doesn't enjoy eating druids. He doesn't enjoy killing druids, but you can see the heart by it. So you can kind of figure out what the hobgoblin would do. The hobgoblin captain would do if he ever caught the druid in our party. And it's funny. It's pretty funny. So anyways, that's where that kind of comes from, right? Okay, let's go to the and that's, I believe that's campaign 1 or 2. Okay, anyways, "So Ranger, you have ended our deal, no matter, for one in your party will be willing." So anyways, when I was DMing, I was kind of sitting in DMing for campaign 1. And I believe it was campaign 1. It was the one with the Ranger. Anyways, the Ranger, I had him make a deal with Abraxas, which is a chaotic evil, I believe, devil, but it could be demon. I can't remember. Anyways, he's on one of the levels of the abyss. So he makes a deal, and I'm as a DM, I'm trying to corrupt the Ranger. So, but the Ranger unfortunately did take the deal with the sword, but he didn't take the full deal to become a warlock of this particular abyssal entity. So the Abraxas basically destroyed the sword. So unfortunately, Chris's Ranger was too good to give it up. Okay, so this one is basically saying, "Monk, I shall grant you a 25 dexterity, but you must disallow the Eldritch Knight any new powers. And this is in regards to Campaign 2. Basically, the Monk seemed to always want to, for lack of a better term, cock block the Eldritch Knight, trying to get new abilities by asking the DM, hey, well, am I able to get this particular spell even though it's outside of my sphere, so on and so forth. And the Eldritch Knight is a homebrew creation, right? So the DM allowed the Eldritch Knight, but every game, Chris would be like, oh, my Eldritch Knight, can he do this? I'd like him to do this. And the Monk, the guy who plays the Monk, Keith, would always be like, well, no, that would make him too powerful. Always cock-blocking Chris, and it was pretty funny. And I think the Monk, Keith, the Monk, knew that he was cock-blocking Chris and thought it was kind of funny as well. And Chris totally noticed it, because he would kind of complain about it after the game, which is funny. That's where the meme comes from. Royals Field for level 1 adventures, a campaign for the brave or foolhardy. I don't know if this is going to show all the text here. But anyways, this is in regards to, I believe, I'd like to say it's campaign... Oh, shoot, going by memory. Campaign 5 or Campaign 6. One of our players in Campaign 2... He basically wanted to DM his own campaign on, I think it was like Wednesday, and basically gave me, he gave me the title, so on and so forth. So I found this very cool picture online, and what I did is I basically altered it quite a bit to make it look very grainy, very black and white, and basically did this. And once I posted the, because he was looking for players, once I posted it with this image, I had tons of people interested. So yeah, so I'm glad that campaign kind of worked out. So anyways, let's get on to the next meme. Dungeons and Dragons inside joke memes. Okay, so Roth, your alliance with the Mind Flayers is soon to be... Fuck, I can barely read that over. Blah, 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 your DM powers cannot close the portal to Earth. Sorry, it's a very small text in the movie maker here. Anyways, again, the ongoing joke where Roth, who is the Dungeon Master for Campaign 2, is working with the Mind Flayers to get additional Dungeon Master powers, let's say. And of course, the Getharnt, I can't even pronounce them. The creatures that were a long time ago were enslaved by the Mind Flayers until they rebelled, obviously are pissed off with Roth joining the Mind Flayers. So yeah, it's pretty funny actually, and it's kind of an inside joke. Now again, all these memes I did create except from the very first one that of course I am a part of. So anyways, yeah, what can I say? So I just want to thank everyone for watching this video, joining me today in the explanation of these memes, and yeah, I figured you'd get a good chuckle out of it, and that's pretty much it. Anyways, this is Charles F. Gray, Atari Charles, over and out. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to hire one of my services or you want to support the channel, the links are in the video description below, as well as I'm going to be including the link to the Edmonton Dungeons & Dragons Adventures Facebook group, as well as the link to the Easy Damus alignment page, because honestly, it is the most concise alignment website out there. It's really, really well done. And yes, I do believe that you can apply Dungeons and Dragons alignments to people in real life. I believe it's actually really quite accurate. Okay, take care and cheers. See you later.
This video was sponsored by the World Caregiver Network. For more information, visit www.worldcaregivernetwork.com.